Hello and welcome to this edition of Art Smart. Today we're going to be doing endangered animals with a ripped paper collage method. Today we have a guest, Lexi.
Hi.
The materials we're going to need for this project today are some white, kind of stronger cardstock paper. Any size 12 by 18 is perfect. An assortment of construction paper, all the colors you might need for the particular animal you're choosing. Some pencils and some Sharpies, glue, and a couple of internet images. We're going to be working on a macaw today, which is an endangered animal. So we downloaded a couple of different options for a macaw. All right, we're going to work on this nice red one right here. We're going to hold our paper vertically because we're going to do a macaw, and it's long this way. If we were going to do a lion or a different endangered animal, we would hold it horizontally. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make our animal large on this piece of paper. You want to start way up at the top by making the head. All right, so you're going to make a circle about this big up here. Just do a nice light circle like the size of a baseball. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to pretend that this is the circle that you just drew. And now for the beak, you're going to start on the side, going to go down into this pointy thing and come back up. Okay, now you're going to connect. All right, now on the face, you're going to make kind of a circle like this. That's going to be this white part of his head, right until back to there. Good. Okay, now we're going to work on the body. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, let's work on this guy. He's a little clearer. You can always make him red. All right? All right, so now you're going to start right here, and I'm going to need you to make a little bit of a belly and stop right about there. Make him have a little bit of a belly. Okay, now we're going to start here, and this guy, you're going to bring a straight line to right here and stop, okay? Okay, now this is going to be the wing. So we're going to bring this back up here, and then it's going to go like this and loop around. All right, now we're going to make this tail go right down. So starting here, you're going to go down to the very end and back up to maybe like here. Actually, now you're going to connect this belly to the tail. Now we're going to make some feet. So this is how I would do some feet. Kind of long and gnarly. 3 toes. All right, so put one there. He's going to be on a branch. That looks nice. Crushing it, kid. Okay, one more. Let's put one more. Perfect. All right, now he's just kind of floating in the air, so we need to put him on a branch. So what do you think a parrot's habitat is like? Like where they live? Where do you think a parrot lives? Or a macaw?
Rainforest?
Yeah, maybe a rainforest or something. So where would he be? Like chilling on the ground or where?
On the tree.
On a tree. All right, on a branch. So why don't you put him on a branch, okay? Make it go all the way to the end of the paper. And then the other one would go up here so it looks like the feet are actually on it. A little behind there. Behind here, and then can you bring it imaginary all the way over here, and the bottom one all the way over here? All right, now I'm going to put like one more little branch and a couple like little branches like this that we're going to put some leaves on. Okay, why don't you put a couple more leaves on? Good, and maybe two more down there, because they'll be fun to color in. It's okay if the pencil mark shows because we're going to cover it with construction paper. Nice. And maybe one big one over here, like nice and big like I made it. Perfect. Okay. Do you want to make any other branches, or do you want to just have that sky, or do you want to make a sun, or what else would you like to put?
I want to put a sky.
So we're going to color the whole background blue, and then do you want to put a sun, or do you want to put more trees?
More trees.
More trees? Okay, so let's put another branch. Let's pretend this branch is just coming out from over here. Maybe there's a tree over here. Okay, make one more branch. It goes behind him maybe. Good. Perfect. Now connect it back over here. All right, now I need you to put a couple more of these big leaves on the branches. That's a nice idea over there. Maybe another one there. So right about here, can you make an eyeball for me? Okay, you ready to color or to do it with construction paper?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. All right, our first step is to do a small section with glue. All right, this is time consuming. Are you ready? You're going to make the red parrot, the red macaw? Or the blue one?
Blue.
Blue? Okay. All right, so we got to follow what his little face looks like. So this wing, what color is this wing right here?
Blue.
Oh, you know what we forgot? Let's just put a little bit over here. All right, so first you're going to fill this wing with glue. Do small sections so the glue doesn't dry. So I'm going to pick the wing first. I'm going to fill it with glue. All right, so now you're going to pick the color that goes with the picture. This is pretty accurate for our little birdie here. All right, you do this one, hon. All right, so now we're going to rip these into kind of small pieces. So look, pieces like this, and you're just going to start placing it on, kind of like a puzzle.
Rip, rip, rip.
Make sure the pieces aren't too big. So just add them on. It's nice to have a helper on this because it's a little bit time consuming. You can put them on as you're ripping them, hon. So just try to stay in the lines. Pretend like you're coloring with paper. This is what a collage is. A collage is overlapping
I put like
paper or magazine or different shapes to form a picture. So try not to leave any white spots when you're filling this in because you want to make it look like you painted it or colored it. Painting with paper here, basically. So what color is the belly?
The belly is gonna be yellow.
Yellow.
Here and then
Okay, why don't we get the yellow paper out? Can we rip it in half? And you have, here you go. Okay, let's do this little part that goes up. This is a little more confusing,
here.
but we can handle it.
forgot right here.
That part's going to be blue, right? That's the
Yeah.
other wing. All right, let's do this part first. So this,
Isn't
just,
that his belly?
yeah, just a just a little bit right here is yellow. Okay, just ignore the drawing. We're just going to fix it a little bit. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna do the. Can you get a nice green out? Just a little bit of green. So see that little area right there? There's a little bit of green on our picture. There's a little tiny bit of green right here. We're gonna put
It looks like a.
like
it
that one.
looks like exactly like that. Oh, shouldn't we put the stripes on the thing?
Yeah, we're gonna do that too.
It looks
Details,
like a
right?
zebra.
I know it does. Okay. So why don't you get the color for this part of the bird? So there's a little bit of a wing right here. I mean, tail. That part's blue, and then this line is blue, and then that's yellow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, see right here on the tail? There's like a little bit of this dark blue.
Oh yeah.
So
It
I'm
looks
just,
almost like black.
I know, it does. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of this dark blue. You got enough blue there? Okay, good. All right, let's finish this parrot, macaw. Let's finish this, and then we'll do the head, and then we can work on the background, his habitat.
Yeah.
All right?
Do we have to do the sun or no?
No, we don't have to. All right, you ready? So see under the chin right there, there's a little bit of black?
Yeah.
So we're gonna put that black right in there, right where the glue is. Just basically fill up the glue, okay? I mean, put it on top of where I put the glue. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Now let's do the beak.
Yeah.
So the beak is black too.
So are we
Let's do
gonna
the top one first. And then we'll leave a little skinny line so we can tell the difference between the top beak and the bottom
I'm
one.
gonna do like.
Okay. All right, so now to do the bottom part of the beak, we're just gonna almost leave like a little tiny bit of white line. Don't push it all the way against the top beak. Yeah, like
Here.
just leave a little tiny bit of white so we can see where the bottom. Oh, all right. I guess you only need 2 pieces. It's done. We'll
Oh
just-
wait, that was spot.
No, leave that so we can see like where the top and the bottom is.
Oh.
All right? All right, so now we're gonna do that fancy part in the inside. All right, you wanna get the Sharpie? It's somewhere under that mess. All right, be careful, because with a Sharpie, there's no erasing. Okay, so first, why don't you outline your eye? Go over your pencil marks. Okay, you wanna add those eyelashes?
Yay!
Now, these little lines, they're gonna go around the eye. I think we need, can you have a little tiny bit more of that green? We gotta go on her head a little bit more with the green.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it like this for now. So her little head is done, it's too. Okay, now feet. What color feet?
Let's see on here.
I'm guessing brown.
Like brownish.
Okay, why don't you get a dark brown maybe?
This kind of.
Yep. And, all right, a nice easy way to do these feet.
Or do you want like brownish?
Maybe the dark one. Yeah, good choice. Okay, for the feet, let's do this little technique where we just rip little tiny lines like this, and then you add them in. Why don't you put them down there? It's much quicker, right, than doing little tiny pieces.
Yeah.
Just open it up a little so you can tell where the toes are. All right, now let's do the branch a different color brown so that the feet stick out. Let's do like the lightest brown. Okay, let's do, maybe you can do little bigger pieces on this. Yep, wherever you can fit it. I'll do this side. You might need some really little pieces to go around those toes.
These little pieces.
All right, I'm going to work on a leaf while you're doing that, okay?
It almost looks like this. You know, right here, maybe you can do that like I told you. Like right here, see? That's like a little lightish.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sun is like blocking. Maybe.
Okay.
Well, the branches are blocking the sun.
All right, let's finish that branch
Toe.
first and that toe.
So, but what color green are we gonna use for the?
I think dark, or maybe a little bit of both, yeah. Show a little shadow.
Ooh, maybe we can do like different ones, like some.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Some light, some dark.
Yeah, because sometimes
Okay.
they do different.
All right, here you go. So we're going to outline the entire picture once the glue dries, preferably.
Ta-da!
And I will start working on whatever part is not gluey.
Gluey?
Yeah, we don't want to make the Sharpie get near any glue.
Yeah, because
It'll
it
ruin the
keeps
Sharpie.
sticking to me.
So I'm just going to start outlining while you're finishing that last
Leaf.
leaf.
The final leaf. Yay!
You don't want to use the Sharpie too much when the glue is still wet because it'll
Yeah.
ruin the Sharpie. Because we can outline this afterwards too.
Okay.
Now, when you're doing this at home, you could color the whole background, but for purposes of time, we're not going to color in the background. All right, so on the leaves, we could add a little bit of detail in the middle to make it look like more realistic. All right, you got that one?
Yep.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, this concludes our episode of Art Smart with ripped paper collage. Thanks for joining us. Say thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.